What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Artie. I'm back from Philadelphia and I have the Maserati Levante right behind me, and I'm going to give you guys the honest truth, an honest review about the Maserati and what I feel about it and what my buddy feels about it. Now, this is a friend's car and I'm going to be able to tell you guys the mistakes and the things that he does not like about the car, the mistakes that the manufacturers made when they made this car. Now, this isn't a brand new car, so I'm not going to give you guys a detailed review. I'm just going to give you an overlook on this vehicle. Now, this is a 3.0 base model turbo engine. He has absolutely no complaints about how it drives, the power, the exhaust tone. But let's start off with the exterior and then we're just going to talk about the details. The front grille. If you look at the front grille, in my honest opinion, it is very nice, very beautiful. Has the massive Maserati Royal emblem that looks very, very good. My only issue with this car is the fact that it resembles too much of the Mazda. It kind of looks like the smaller Mazda SUV. And the big problem with that is you're paying starting price $75,000 for this car when you could get a Mazda for $26K. So I mean, like, resemblance is not a bad thing if it's a beautiful design. It's a worse thing where you're going $50,000 over to look like a car that costs 25 grand. Now, if you walk over to the side of the car, the wheels, I think Maserati could have done a little bit better with the wheels. They do have bigger wheel options, but then once you start speccing the car, you're gonna wind up being $90,000, $95,000. These wheels, my opinion, a tad bit too small. You walk over to the fender, this design. You know what? I was doing my research on the car and I went on Amazon, went on eBay. You could get knockoff ones for 60, 70 bucks. And you know what the problem is with that? When the E36 M3 came out that I have, they have those nice mirrors. And you know what? At one point in time, you could go to Pep Boys, buy those mirrors, and you know what? Slap them on your Civic. And it's pretty sad in my opinion. But hey, you could get those fenders, put it on your Mazda, it's gonna look the same. You start walking through the back of the car. Again, the design is very nice. It's a nice SUV, small, but roomy enough for a small family. The back. My favorite part of the rear quarter and the back is this emblem. I love the Maserati emblem. It just gives it a certain class, certain prestige. The back of the car, you know, Doug says it looks a little bit like the Infiniti. In my opinion, it's a little bit different. What I do like about the rear of the car is the exhaust pipes, because they're actual exhaust pipes and they do sound magnificent. The trunk space, I'm not even gonna pump up the trunk, open the trunk. You have a roomy trunk for the size of the car. So that wraps up the exterior of the car. I don't have a complaint about the design. It's my opinion. I think it is a beautiful car. My only issue is the price. $75,000 I feel is a little bit too steep for this car. But let's hop into the interior and talk about what the interior has to offer. All right, guys, we're inside of the Maserati Levante. Now, this combination is my favorite. The red and black looks beautiful. It has the black piano finish. I don't know if that's their actual name for what Maserati named it, but I'm gonna call it the black piano because of the BMW. Nice wrapped steering wheel. You have the Maserati emblems everywhere. The Levante right here in your center console. Now, the big issue with the center console, and I'm gonna show you guys, is the fact that the infotainment screen likes to lag. So if you zoom in or zoom out on the map, it sometimes, you know, like, takes extra long time for it to work properly. Another big issue is just the components and the material that are used on the inside. If you look at your windows to go up and down, your regulators, very, very cheap quality. This portion right here, I know it has been changed in newer models, but just doesn't look right. If you put another circle on top, you have a whole pyramid, a Christmas tree looking like thing. Another big problem that a lot of owners of the Maseratis had is this shifter column right here. It is very hard to put it into reverse, park, and neutral. Sometimes you slip a gear, you keep trying to mess around with it by going front and back, front, back, front, back. Overall, for driving the car, it is comfortable. I feel like the finishes are a little bit cheap, again, for the price, for how much this car costs. The owner said that he does not have any issues. He drives it, he loves it, it's a good car. You know what, it's just like when you're paying $80,000, you don't want the car to resemble cars that are out on the market for $30,000. But for the room in the back, you have enough room if you have two kids. It is a pretty good car overall. He hasn't had any maintenance issues with the vehicle. Just the issues with the flaws in the design and the components and the materials that were used to finish off this car. But overall, like I said, He liked the car. It was a good experience. Just wanted to do this little pros and cons video. It's not necessarily a review, full-on review. This car has been out for years already. But if you are looking in the market to buy one of these cars, make sure you do get a CPO warranty, because if this does break down, it's going to cost you a lot of money. And just try to get a good deal, because overpaying, paying $80,000, $90,000 and pulling up to a stoplight where you're going to look like an Infiniti or a Mazda might hurt you a little bit. But hey, thanks again for watching another short video on the Maserati Levante and my thoughts and opinion on it. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.